It'll be on over and over again.
Happy day, and welcome to Bonnet Confessions, your one-stop shop for non-judgmental girl talk. Listen, you have a confession you want to make. Listen, put your bonnet on and come on in the room so we can have some chit chat. Now, listen, our bonnets give us superpowers, so no one can judge us. So I just want you to know that this is a safe space. Listen, we're going to talk about this, that, and the other. But if you have a question and need some advice, just reach out to us because we will give you some advice. Listen, however, it may be good advice or it may be bad advice. But you can't judge us because we have our bonnets or our head coverings on. Depends on if you can find your bonnet or not. But anyway, we are here to have
I
fun.
feel judged.
We might get judged because you don't have your superpower
I
on.
know, right?
Okay.
At least I
So-
cover my hair like I'm at the mosque.
So tonight, just come on in, relax. We'll have a little chit chat. We'll talk about current events. We'll talk about the latest movie on Netflix. We'll talk about this and that. We'll just have some fun. A good way to start your week off and just have some non-judgmental girl talk. Listen, fellas, y'all can join too because we need some perspective from a man's point of view every now and then. So, and if you have any questions, just put them in the chat, and so we'll know that you're here. All right. And for those who do not know me, I am Bonnet Sister Hype.
And I am Bonnet Sister So Focused. Didn't know we were doing that. Okay.
Yeah, me either. And I am Bonnet Sister Jet Setter. And Pretty Brown, I have two So Focus bonnets. I just don't know exactly where they are right now. I think they're in that laundry pile right there.
Which is a good thing because you got to wash them
Yeah,
bonnets.
I can see it.
Yes. And Bonnet Sister No Nonsense. She's actually trying to be like Jet Setter. She's up in the air right now. So
Yes.
we'll catch her next week. Okay. Listen, we have a lot of topics. Oh my gosh. We have a lot
Black
of
History
topics.
Month has been Black History Month and all month. It's just been a nightmare. I'm
It's
tired.
been draining. Yes. It's so
we
much
got 4
going
more
on.
days. And they didn't give us an extra day.
This is the shortest month of the year, and it's been just full from the beginning.
3 years February has.
Right.
Okay. All right. Where do we want to start? Okay. I hope y'all had a good weekend and all of that. But we'll get back right to it because we got so much to cover. A lot has been going on. Let's see. What do we want to hit first?
Should we start off with our condolences?
Yes.
Point of order. Oh, you got it on your shirt. Point of
Yes,
order.
point of order. RIP. Eric, I just made it. Just made my shirt.
Point of order.
He is out of order for dying like that without telling anybody.
Yes.
Right.
Not telling nobody. I saw a TikTok where this guy was in his neighborhood. I guess he lives across the street from him, and there was so many police officers, and I'm like, why is there so many police officers present if he don't went to be with the Lord? Shouldn't it only be? Maybe because he's a councilman.
Okay, we got to tell the people who may not know who Eric is.
I do
Uncle Eric.
Okay, so Eric Mays is a councilman in Flint, Michigan. You might have seen his videos last year. We talked about it a little bit on Confessions, where he went viral because he's very passionate about what he does and he loves the city of Flint, where he's born and raised. And a lot of people don't like his delivery because in one of his quotes, he called the members a handkerchief head Negro. And they didn't like that at all. So as my shirt says, point of order. So when you're in the council meetings, it's like point of order, like, so he would always say point of order. So that's why I put him on my shirt today, because I'm very saddened about him going to be with the Lord. But I guess I can't be selfish. He was a young man. We don't know why. His cause of death, we don't know yet because it's brand new. He just passed away on yesterday, and he was the young, ripe age of 65.
You see, when you said young, I was like, wow.
65 is young.
The older I get, the younger it is. That's true.
Yeah.
There was a time when 27 was old in my mind. I remember my mama had my brother at
condolences to
36,
his
and I was like,
family.
ugh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and
wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they'll come out with the cause of death. I don't know. You never know your day or your time.
I
So,
want a full investigation
me too.
That part. Me
Me
too.
too. Yeah.
because you were being polite. He was downright rude and boisterous and out of order and cantankerous and act the darn fool in those meetings on those
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody liked him there, but TikTok loves him. They
Mhm.
hate that he was popular.
Yeah.
You know, they
They
didn't
wanted to
like him.
kick. They wanted to kick him out of his seat, but his seat, if you know anything about politics, it's an elected seat, so he wasn't
The
going
people love
anywhere.
him.
Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere, so they couldn't just like kick him out. So, if you have some free time, please go on TikTok and type in Eric Mays, and you will get a good old laugh. I
Belly
just sent my
laugh.
mom a video, so yeah, you will get a good old laugh from Uncle Eric.
Yeah. It's like everyone has that uncle in their family. Once they get tipsy, and they're just out loud, that was him. Because it's like,
Yeah.
are you drinking?
I truly
Yeah.
think he was drunk at every meeting.
Well, did you guys see that video one time when it was on lockdown and they was having the meeting on Zoom? He cracked open his bottle of wine, and the people on the screen are like, "What are you doing?" Like, and they're laughing. He was like, "What? I'm about to fix me some wine," because he was at home,
Yeah.
but he was
Oh,
still
my
working.
goodness.
But
Yeah. I'm thinking he was fixing something in that wine.
Yeah, most
That ain't
definitely.
wine.
right.
My daughter brought him to my attention. She found him on TikTok, and I called her yesterday. I was like, "Girl, have you heard?" And she's like, "What?" Eric Mays died. She almost cried real tears. She was devastated.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it when somebody posted it. I had to go fact check them real quick. I was like, "It's no way." But I'm
Wow.
pretty sure Ricky Smiley was hurt too, because Ricky Smiley, that's all he wanted to do was meet him, and they met last year and they hung out for a few days. Yeah, they met and hung out for a few days, and he was on the radio and everything.
Oh, I remember that. He had on this
Yeah.
tracksuit. Yeah.
Yeah, the tracksuit. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace, Eric Mays, and the
Yes.
condolences to his family. And Flint voters. If you know any Flint voters, y'all need to get somebody that's going to stand on business. He was the epitome of standing on business.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
And some Florshams. Y'all need to get somebody that's going to stand on business and hold that seat the way he held it, because Flint still has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is so true.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I want to.
What you about to say?
Yeah, I'm about to say about my post. If anyone saw my video from yesterday, let me tell you a little backstory, just in case you have not seen the reel. So I was at a food truck and I was getting some food. So a guy came and he was getting some food and he was talking about the price or whatever. Long story short, he was like, "Yeah, I would have had extra money had the lady paid me my money for this job." So this is what happened. She wanted some a fence put up, and he is in excavation and he was digging the holes. So he said it's normally $800 job, but he will do it for $150. So she was like, "Okay, cool, we can do that." Then she showed him the money before he started working, and then he proceeded to do his job. After he finished digging all the holes, she said, "I'm not going to give you the money, but I can pay you in chickens."
What? Chickens.
In chickens. She gave him, I said, "You lying. Come on." He said, "Come to my truck right now. I'll show you." There was 2 chickens in the back of his truck in a pen. They was pecking on some corn. Yeah. And she would not give him his money. And he was like, "No, ma'am, I'm not leaving here until you get my money." She said, "Oh, yes, you are. I'm going to call the authorities. Get off my property." Where they do that
What
at?
the 1920s, Laura Ingalls Wilder.
I would have been
was
like, yeah, I'm gonna leave here with something.
And it ain't gonna be no damn chicken.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be no house.
No, I would have left there with something. Let me guess. This person was a person of color, and the person he was doing the work for was not.
A Karen. Yes, she was Karen. Yeah.
Sounds about
Does
right.
he even know how to raise chicken? I mean, I
I
wouldn't even know
know.
what to do with some chickens.
I asked him, I said, "What are you going to do with the chickens?" He said, "I'm going to try to sell them. I need some money out of them. Try to get some money." But my question to him was like, "What? But you took the chickens?" And he was like, "Yeah, I mean, I had needed something for the work that I did. It's better to take the chickens than come empty-handed. And I'm like, okay, so now you got these chickens, they live chickens, pack it away, and you're gonna do what with them? He's gonna try
And they
to
in a dog crate.
in a dog crate. Mm-hmm.
Well, about 10 kibbles of corn. I saw that picture. I saw that video.
Yeah. So
Wow.
the fact that, because some people in the comments, some people's like, I don't know whether I should cry or laugh, because for someone to catfish him and to think that little of him to give you some chickens,
Right,
when it was already a verbal agreement and you showed the money, and then you're not going to give him the money.
So he clearly has warrants, because anybody else would have stayed there and waited on said authorities.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or he has a record, or that town, wherever it might be, not the best, Joy said, are those chickens worth $75 each? The price of chicken wings, girl, I don't know.
Now, if she'd have paid you an alpaca, that's another story.
Right.
That part.
I would have been like, give me 4 and I'll be out of here.
I know that's right.
Pretty Brown said she had to laugh to keep from crying, and then Meredith said chicken pot pie.
And I don't care. Oh no, that's Johnny Crack Corn. Never mind.
But you would have to know how to. He was a younger guy, so you have to know how to kill a chicken,
wring their neck, cut it.
Yeah, do all of that.
It's a whole process.
I do know how to do that.
Of course, you was raised by your grandma.
On next week's episode of Bonnet Confession, will be one of the chickens.
But my HOA would not have. They would be upset.
Oh my gosh, that's sad. That's
yeah,
sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like small claims court. I wish he could sue her. Like, you know what I mean? Like take her to small claims court.
I wish I could find her. I wish I could find her myself.
Yeah, that would have been a good TikTok series. Go to her house and put her on camera. Ma'am, why are you paying with animals?
Right. Yeah.
In 2024, not 1784.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy. We got to catch some comments, guys.
Oh yeah, it's Joy said. So did he fill back up those holes? Probably did.
No, because she made him get off the property.
Yeah.
I would have been, how the dogs be just a kicking the dirt. I would have been like a little puppy.
Oscar. Exactly.
Put that dirt back on in there.
I sure would have. I think we got all the comments. Meredith said we didn't have a choice.
She learned how to wring a chicken's neck from my great grandmother too.
Oh, got you.
Lena said I was flabbergasted.
Yeah, Joy said now that the holes are dug, she can get the rest for free. Or maybe not for free because she got to pay somebody to get the fence. How's she going to pay with the fence? She going to go up to Tractor Supply and take the chickens?
So since I don't have my bonnet on, I can be my professional self. He can go file a lien on her house. A materialman's lien.
Really?
And one day when she decides to sell, guess who's going to get paid? Or refinance and get a lower rate.
What?
If you do work on a property, if you do work on somebody's property and they don't pay you, you can go file it's called a materialman's lien, and show your invoice, make an invoice, put it on there, and then you can file it. It's not going to be superior to their mortgage, but it'll be on there like a tax lien. If they ever decide to refinance or sell, you get paid. Or they can't sell without paying you.
Well, I sure wish I had his number. I might have to look at his license plate. I think it's on my video. Man, that was just jacked up.
Yeah, let's contact him because that's good information.
That's the petty way to do it. You could just go sue and also get the lien, but the petty way to do it is to surprise them at the refi.
I love it.
When I used to do closings and I would come in and tell the people, so you have a lien. My ex-wife, what? Look, they have no earthly idea, or that the State Department of Tax Revenue has a lien. Like people have no idea the liens that are on their homes, and they typically don't find out till the refi or a closing.
I love it. Thanks for that information. All right, I love it. Okay, y'all need any other questions since she has her beanie on and not her bonnet?
Not my bonnet,
right? Is it Helena? I think it's Helena. She said, I definitely just learned something new. Wow.
Period. Period. Okay.
Ooh.
So that was just interesting. All right, next subject.
Well, since we were speaking about death, did y'all see Portia filed for a divorce? The death of a marriage, honey?
The death of a marriage.
Death of a marriage.
Oh,
That
speaking of
was a matter of
surprise,
time. I think that
Ain't it to death do us part?
not with Simon when you his fourth wife.
Okay. And then the last wife have 8 kids, 7 kids, or something like that.
Farrah? Fallon, whatever her name is.
Somebody had a whole gang of kids or something. I
I know his second wife or his first wife. She has 2 kids with him.
Good God.
I don't know if she is first or second wife.
So let me ask you ladies this. So do y'all think she filed and they're still going to be together so that her finances won't be jacked up with all the fraud stuff and he keep applying for citizenships and he doesn't understand that they keep telling him no and he don't get it?
No.
I don't know.
I thought that at first, but then I was on TikTok and somebody read the citizenship stuff, and it's all from the 80s and 90s, so it's nothing new, you know.
But he just reapplied.
But he got denied again. So
I know.
But that stuff is so old, it's not coming up now. The fraud.
Oh, okay. Well, and the reason why they denied him, they said because he had got citizenship falsely because he did some type of program to get citizenship. And he didn't supposed to, so that's why they denied him. It was like
because he used another social security number to get in the program.
Yeah.
And didn't disclose his criminal record with that social security number.
Mm-hmm.
I'm torn between this is her plot for the season of Real Housewives divorcing, and she is just a con artist. Because last week it was Valentine's Day and they were on jet skis and they were in Costa Rica buying a house. And how do you go from all of that to a week later? Like, it can't be he cheated because he cheated with you. So that ain't, that ain't it.
Right.
That becomes a theme these days too.
She looks bad. So why would you do it if you're gonna make yourself look bad? It has
why would you spend all that money on the wedding?
Mm-hmm. Okay, New Day said that was a business move. They still together, I heard. He allegedly transferred her lots of money to her.
Oh. So he got something else getting ready to get filed against him.
Pretty Brown said, I'm confused. What paperwork does he have to keep him in the country then?
Doesn't sound like any.
Helena said, I said this her storyline to get back on the show. Pretty Brown said 2 weddings, Africa and America. Okay.
Right.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Too much.
Especially when she didn't even know where the Underground Railroad was. Come on, man.
He's from Nigeria, Joy, of course. I mean, I shouldn't say that. He's from Nigeria.
No, you should
scamming and scheming.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Hello, beautiful.
Right. You're so beautiful.
Matter of fact, somebody just inboxed me.
I was gonna say blocked.
Somebody just inboxed me, but they inboxed me with a voice message. Normally get the text, and I'm just like, "What? Are you serious?" Block.
Yeah, they're dead serious.
They dead serious, right?
The block is hot. And did y'all hear that Marlo is leaving the Real Housewives? Monty?
No.
She made a statement yesterday. I know something you don't know. My God.
No, I didn't know that.
She made a statement yesterday that her nephews are getting older. Basically, she's like, I look a fool and it's making them embarrassed, and they old enough now that it's a problem, which I applaud her for thinking about somebody else.
Yeah.
Because that's a nice little check on the Real Housewives, It's a real nice check, 7-figure check. And
what else is she doing to make money?
Whatever she had been doing all these years to get money. Being a sugar baby, but she a little old for sugar baby status now. She a little long in the tooth for that. But that she wanted to focus on her other endeavors, and that her contract, the truth is her contract expired.
Okay.
So did Candy's, but they're dragging their feet on who they were going to renew. And so people are just like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Which is what Candy said. I'm so good with everything else I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now that's a businesswoman right there.
Good exactly. I think she didn't even need to be on there. Like,
that show was taking her down.
Money, but Candy got money.
Yeah, but she blew up her brands on the show. I mean, all these years that she's been on there.
True.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because people wouldn't have
Joyce said
known
your
about it
husband should
otherwise.
reply with his own voice note, Sheila. That's a nice level of petty.
Oh, yes. Who
Yeah.
We
said
reached the
that?
petty. Joy,
Joy.
Yes, Joy. Oh, that's
African mouth,
good.
sweet mouth.
I love it. I
Mhm.
love it.
Yeah, African mouth,
Period.
sweet mouth. Right, exactly.
Or just use your man voice and reply. Listen, bro. Every wife has a fake voice of her husband to call the people down to the place and
Oh
answer the
my
question because he don't know.
That's funny.
Listen, just this off subject a little bit, but I've been noticing lately. I know I'm a nano influencer based on my numbers of followers, but I'm going to the stores now and people are recognizing me locally. And what do you do when you don't know the person? And they
You act
have a
like you
full
do.
conversation.
Hey,
Like,
girl.
You do.
of course I do. And then I'm like, if she asks me like, what's my name or her name or
Oh, no.
whatever, she was like, I see you all over Facebook. It's so good to see you in person. That was yesterday at Walmart. And I'm like, okay, girl, yeah. I thought she was from one of the 100 professional Black women in Black because it was so many ladies, but she wasn't. And then she told me who she was and all of this. And I was like, okay, good. And then when I left and checked out, then I saw somebody else. They're just like, hey, Sheila. I was like, do I need a paparazzi? Is the paparazzi? No more pictures. but how do y'all do that when someone, and this is for the ones in the comments too, how do y'all do that when someone comes up to you and you do not remember them? Even if they try to tell you, what do y'all do?
I've only had it happen once. And it was last year at the farmer's market. So I was minding my business, y'all. And this lady came up and she said, hey, aren't we TikTok friends? I was like, girl, probably so. I was like, yes. And she was like, oh my God, I love you, your bonnets. My name is Sierra Can Cook. And then I did remember her because she does cook. And I was like, girl, did you know about the market? I played it off. And then she was just like, yeah, I live up the street in Gardner. I saw your post and I was like, oh, I gotta go meet her. And I was like, okay, girl.
Okay, got fans.
That's how I played it off because I was just like, girl, yeah, probably so. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just honest. I'm like, tell me your name again. I'm not good with names. I'll do either one of those two, which I'm not good with names, and I'm not going to even remember it when you tell me again.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, they're going to be mispronouncing my name anyway, so we're even. So
Gotcha.
Okay, some of the comments. Joy said, I have never had a husband to respond to things like that. My male friends don't want to get involved.
Tomato.
She said block. Helena said, that's when I first heard about bedroom candy and introduced it to Pretty Brown from the show. Helena also said, my mom fixed it and then asked me and my mom and my sister after, do we know who they are?
Sorry, yeah. You know her. That's Betty Lou's second cousin's baby daughter that used to babysit. Okay, all right. You know Moo Moo Moo? Okay, right. Moo 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 was married to Poo Poo, and then that's his sister's cousin that used to go to high school with TT's baby daughter, cousin Alpaca. Now you know who that is.
I have a question.
Okay.
This is on topic, but off topic. Why do people do that?
I don't know. I have to tell my parents, I left here 31 years ago. I don't know these people. They over 27. I don't know them. They were born when I moved.
Yeah. My mother-in-law does that.
People he went to school with, bro. How am I supposed to know
these? Would I know these people?
Yes.
And then after they get down to like the great grandmama, I just go, oh yeah. And that ends the conversation. Just
that ends it, yeah. Exactly.
Act like you remember Mamie Lou.
Hilarious. Okay, back to my comments on my page. New Day said Marlo is the Tommy of Martin. We don't know what she does.
You ain't got no job, Marlo.
Right. That's true.
Happens to me a lot. My mom was a teacher and used to tell people that there is one of me and many of you. I stole that from her. Ooh. Ooh.
I like that.
That's good.
Like that. My mom just did it in the grocery store 2 days ago, and it was her god sister.
But
She
God,
should know her later.
that's a stretch.
Right.
My dad
Joy said my dad pastored many churches, and my mom taught a number of schools in Jamaica and outside of Jamaica. Plus, all the people I have met in the last 56 years remind me of who you is again. She didn't put that again on there, but I put that again on there.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, that I know. I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want people to think, oh, she's not the same person she is online, and she didn't, speak. I'm like, I speak, but I really don't know who you are.
Right.
Like for real. And it happened again. It's been happening recently because I don't really go out much. But when I do, it's just like, I hope I don't see somebody I know. I hope I don't see somebody I know. Because you just want to zoom in and zoom out and not have a whole long conversation.
Now, are you wearing branded merch when you go out?
No, girl, no. Yeah, my gray hair. My hair.
NIL.
My hair.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna switch wigs. Like I'm gonna put another wig on when I go out, when I just want to just run out.
You not, because you love this. Don't lie.
Right, exactly.
Really? Don't be putting me out like that. Don't be putting me out like that.
You are eating this up. Now me, I'll be hiding.
Hey, Donna, she be like this. Donna, listen. Darren, I was at Walmart today.
I really was. I did do that.
I'm VIP.
I did do that. However,
sometimes like you want to turn that off. Whatever.
Oh God.
Whatever. I don't be calling nobody out like that. Jet setter.
But I literally be like, no autograph, please. Literally.
Who made that AI picture of Dr. J?
Baby, I don't know, but they need to put their computer in the trash can. Look, the picture was wrong. The article was wrong. I was like, I wish that was the net worth, child. What? 80 million?
I just saw him on what's the guy who his wife, she passed when she was getting a mommy makeover, DC Young Fly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When he did the interview with and I think Shaq was up there, DC Young Fly, and somebody else, and they were talking. It was a good interview. It was really good. So yeah.
He did Club Shay Shay too.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay, cool.
So that's gonna be coming out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Joyce said, does your local celebrity status give you anything?
Nope.
Yeah, like some branding. People want me to connect with their branding and different things. I've had people like in my inbox or want me to share posts. Almost, it's like I'm a micro influencer. So people want me to do it, but I'm very cautious because my branding, I don't want to be associated with a lot of things that I don't know about. And if you knew, I can't do that. But yeah. So like locally, if I appear to certain things, people be like, oh, that's Sheila. And it's just it gets a little influence, but nothing big. So anyway, next subject.
Girl, you can be little one day and then you can do a 50-part series and be popping,
Ooh,
going to London, going to Paris, got BMW. Did you see BMW said starting episode 1, hold please?
Yeah, and
I just hope she gets her car.
Who? Did you see Tubi said check your inbox?
Oh no, we need them to get out her inbox. Go away, Tubi.
Yes.
I saw
she already gave us the Tubi version. We need the Netflix version.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then again, Netflix put out Tyler Perry's movie, so
well, let's talk about that. Wait, we got to talk about the two things. Wait a minute. Joy says good stuff. I was thinking free food, discount on stuff, free Christmas tree. No, yes. Like yesterday, remember I told you I went to that food truck? Yeah, he hooked it up. I actually have a whole serving pan he gave me, and I was just getting a large bourbon chicken and with a bulgogi chicken, a small, and he was like, yo, I got you. And we're going to eat on it for 3 days. I just want y'all to know that. Yes.
She ain't
it's perks. Yeah, it's some perks. Okay. All right. So, homegirl, Risa Tisa, because we already talked about her, right? Did we talk about her? All right. So, the update is she was on this podcast and they raised money for her. They raised $8,000 and said, hey, you can do whatever you want to. You can go to Paris. You can do whatever. Another girl, she's an influencer, and she said, please contact me. I want to send you to Paris. I will be honored. So And then Delta is like, oh yeah, we got you. We're gonna fly you wherever you want to go.
And Hilton too.
Hilton, and then all of these brands, and then the husband's supposed to be giving her like a BMW. So everybody's there, oh, where's BMW? But other car dealerships are saying, hey, we got you, right? They're in her inbox. So then BMW said, hold 1 minute, we're just starting. So they're just starting the series. So everybody's like, uh-oh, BMW is in the chat. BMW's in the chat.
A blue BMW with cognac interior, baby.
Exactly. Yes.
So we'll see what that happens. However, everyone's getting lessons out of it. One lesson is be unapologetically yourself. If you want to tell your story, just tell your story. People like, I don't think no one wants to hear it. Jet Setter, have you heard that before?
Maybe out of my mouth. I don't know.
Because that's one thing Jet Setter said as well. Who would want to hear my story? And then she wrote a book, and everyone's like, ah.
But little did I know, I should have just sat on TikTok and talked. Shit.
Hello.
I fumbled the bag. But that's okay. I'm gonna read the book on TikTok instead of making an audio book.
There you go.
That's way simpler.
New Day said she made $86,000 from her story. That's not accurate. She came out with a video saying that everybody is saying she made $80,000 to $100,000. She did not. Before she started the series, she was not in the creator fund. So she got into the creator fund and then she got suspended for 30 days. So because she had so many violations that she didn't know of, she said, so she appreciated all the people saying that she made that money. She said, no, I'm still going to work on Monday. I still have my 9 to 5. She said, I didn't make any of that money that y'all talking about. She said, but she has another thing that she's going to start after her 30 days is up. And she was like, and it's going to be good. So everybody was telling her to go to YouTube, go to wherever else so you can make money. And she said, it's in the works. So,
okay.
What are the violations?
She didn't list the violations, but I know some of them are, you can't list it's so many.
Yeah.
But I know one of the things was she had the house. This is not a violation, but she had the house in episode 3. And now the lawyers has been contacted that they want her to remove that because the people who currently live in the house, people are showing up. Don't know why. It's just dumb. But she didn't say what the violations was, but what I hear from other creators is so many things that you can't do, like, and you can't say, and you can't list. So and you can't share, let's say you repost something to your story. You can't do that in the creator program.
Right.
You can't, it's so many things. So I don't know what all the things that she did, but she said it was a lot of violations and she got suspended for 30 days.
Yeah, it's a lot of violations. But they know what they're doing because they don't want to pay her that money. That's number one.
Exactly.
And the way they came up with that 86,000 was they calculated based on how many views that she had, but they don't know when she got into the creative, program.
Well,
but yeah,
literally just
they're really picky. Even like certain words you can't say, and especially if you're selling a product, you've been an affiliate, certain words they will pull your stuff down. And if you're in the same spot, they want you to change scenery. Like if I stayed in this spot the whole time and I'm trying to sell a product, they want you to change a different scenery in the background. And it's AI, it's computerized. And if you don't bring your product up so many seconds within that frame, violation.
Okay.
Bring it down.
Well, and she was in her car the whole time because this was something that she was doing before. If you've been on her live before, like she said, she goes live every day at 7 and 5 when she's in Atlanta traffic. And clearly she must not live anywhere near where she stay. I mean, live or work where she stay because it looked like it's a long commute every day.
She could be 5 minutes away and still be a long commute in Atlanta.
Yeah,
this is true. But yeah, I thought it was just crazy because I thought that she made that much as well. And then I also heard that it has to pop up on your FYP. See, people was just going to her page and just watching all of them. And so that calculates a certain percentage of what you make too.
Yeah. And be careful because TikTok, they're making a lot of changes. They're suppressing views. And but now they have like a boost. You know how Facebook, you can boost your posts and they can take you. Yeah, they started that just recently where you pay to get more views. So they changing up a little bit. So just be careful out there. All right. These TikTok streets. All right. So we talked about her. We talked about Tyler Perry's movie. We didn't talk about that.
No, we didn't talk about that.
We literally just finished it like an hour and a half ago. And it left me confusion.
It was so much confusion.
At the end, I was just at the last 30 minutes.
It was Falcon Crest. It was given Falcon Crest, As the World Turns, Dynasty. You know, the level of acting.
Oh.
Kelly did the best she could with what she had. She did.
Yeah, she did good.
And the wardrobe was good for her. Well, for the man was naked most of the time, so the wardrobe was great.
That part.
He fine.
One thing about Tyler Perry, he gonna cast a fine man or five. He cast a fine man better than any woman I've ever seen.
That man is fine. I ain't lying.
I was like, where did he come from? I've never heard of this actor.
But he is on the scene now.
No,
he was in Moonlight, was he not?
Stuff before.
I don't know, child. I was just like, oh, and I thought her PI guy, I thought maybe it was something tricky with him. Mendare was like, he gonna turn on her or something.
That should have been. And then I thought, and I don't know if anybody is gonna watch this that hasn't seen it, but I thought the paint was blood. That would have been the plot twist if he had been painting with damn blood the whole movie. But no, Tyler didn't even go that far.
Pretty Brown said a wardrobe on point. That man was fine.
Yes, God. Nasty.
I can't remember what he played in before, but he's been in stuff before. He's fine.
Okay, so I'm not going to give away spoilers for whomever who have not seen it, but towards the end, it felt like Get Out just a little bit.
It felt like it wanted to be Get Out.
It wanted to be Get Out, yes. Like feeling like that. And I'm like, he's telling the wife to take the knife. What is you in her head that much? Is you gonna stare at
Did she never went in the pantry in her own home before? If you watch it, you'll know.
Yes. I was confusion. Woo.
Yeah, it was like Get Out if a fourth grader wrote Get Out. It was just like Get Up. It was just, it wanted to be Get Out, Get outside, Get over. It was, it could have been good. It just needed to, get worked on. Workshops, some writer's room, some continuity producers would have been nice.
Yeah.
Kelly showed us her little booty, though. She showed her actual booty in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
she looked good. Her body looked good now. I was like, go girl.
Yeah, 41, whatever she is, 40.
Yeah, she looked good. I was like, okay.
Joyce said, fine men, where he find them? Living in Atlanta, I never saw those kind of fine. Well.
They might not be on your team.
Yeah, Tyler goes places you might not go.
Hello.
And they fine as all get out in them places.
Yes, they are.
Bulldogs and
Bulldaggers.
That ain't the name of the bar. It's called Bulldogs.
Oh, I was talking about Bulldaggers.
Bulldaggers be in there, but it's called Bulldogs.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's that video that circled around where all of them in there. All of them was in that. Oh yeah, Messy C was in there too.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, Jess said I did like your recap of it. It was good, especially when you said don't have children in the room, don't have children in the house.
Because baby, a booty, a titty, it's just sexy. The movie is sexy. It's a lot of sex and a lot of sexual. I'm glad I didn't try to watch. I'm thinking, okay, this is a murder mystery or whatever. I'm gonna watch it with Tank. Girl, I would have had to throw him out. And we were watching movies this weekend in the theater, so it would have been like 100 inches. It would have been huge.
Oh wow. Oh my God. And do y'all realize like the older you got, if you ever watch TV with your parents later on, as you're an adult, and there's some either racy scenes or language, inappropriate language. What do y'all do in that moment? Do y'all just act like it's not there, or do you? What
I
do
get
you
up
do?
and go in the kitchen and get something, and I'm 51 years old.
Act like
with
I'm
two
on
children.
my phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes if it's with my kids, I'll fast forward through the scenes, or they will.
Yeah.
But if I'm with my parents, I'll just get up and go in the kitchen. But you know what? They said that in the screening, when that scene came, right before that scene came, they escorted the actor's mother out.
Oh.
So there's a
Really?
scene before that scene, and it's racy. So they escorted his mother out. And when that scene ended, they brought her back. And Tyler was like, no, we're not finished. And they took her back out at the screening with Beyonce and them, their child. And then, and this was at his request.
Oh.
And then when those scenes were done, they brought his mother back in.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay. Respect.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. So Bump watching it with our parents. He wasn't trying to watch it with his mom.
Right.
Like, Beyonce is there. Everybody be still. Nobody move. Beyonce is here. Mama, you just have to close your eyes.
I love it. I love it.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I think we did Eric.
Yep.
Portia's divorce.
Oh,
Larry Reed.
Speaking of bulldogs and bulldaggers.
Speaking of,
I picked a fine time to stick my cigar in my mouth.
Okay. So we have that. And don't forget we have the little girl waxing.
Yeah.
And then I know that was 2.
Cam Newton fighting, but I don't even know what I'm saying about that. I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
And
okay, so let's talk about Larry Reed's man.
Do y'all know who Larry Reed Live is?
Yeah. Do y'all know?
He is like he's a preacher. I don't think he's a pastor, but he's a preacher. Right. But his brand is gossiping about gospel. Okay, you got food everywhere. You came back up looking like you were in the movie. He likes to dish on pastors and preachers and ministers and gospel singers. He's like a gospel Wendy Williams. Oh, we got to talk about Wendy too. He's like a gospel Wendy Williams, and he just dogs out people in the gospel industry. But he's very flamboyantly gay. That's what he is. Very flamboyantly gay.
Right.
But he loves the best people from having kids, and he just loves the best people.
All right. So then what happened? Now your turn. So focused.
So on Tasha K, for those who watch Tasha K, it has come out that his little Trinidadian boy toy has spoke out and talks about how Larry Reed wanted him to marry his ex-wife to get his citizenship while they was getting down for the get down.
Okay, Simon. What?
Yeah. And then his little Trinidadian boy toy, who like women and men, I actually said as well that Larry Reed got that nasty woman's disease.
I knew I should have lit my cigar for this because I do not like Larry Reed. Let me be clear. I have had to send him plenty of cease and desist letters on behalf of clients.
Wow. Yes. So that's the word on the street, and he is spilling everything. So yeah.
Larry Reed got the nasty women's disease. Well, has he gone live since this? Because
I haven't seen it. I saw it on Tasha K, and because I was like, who is this guy she talking to? And I thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was somebody from the islands. So I heard his accent, and I was like, who is that? So and then I watched the interview, and I was just like,
what? Come on now.
Well, I wonder if he got it from Legion, because Legion got the nasty women's disease too. Legion is the husband on Who the F Did I Marry? And he's all on TikTok giving relationship advice with heebie-jeebies all over his mouth.
Yeah, what is that on his face?
I don't know, because if I ever see that, I'm running so fast, I won't be asking, what's wrong with your face?
Right. Somebody said he got leprosy. I said, yes, they did.
The Bible is going on.
Yes, they did. They said it in the comments. But they also said Legion was they have a screenshot of him in the HIV singles group on Facebook from 2021. Yeah.
I do believe it.
Mm-hmm. I synced it with my own eyes.
You
Mr.
sent it to me. I
Jerome.
seen it too. Well,
Mm-hmm.
now they got all this stuff to make people undetectable. He is very detectable.
Right.
Yeah. Like what?
But he probably don't even have the money for the stuff.
Exactly. You know his car got repoed.
Didn't that happen in the story?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the other day.
No.
Hilarious.
So yeah, so that was the tea on Mr. Larry Reed. So it'll be interesting to see if he does come out and say something.
Right.
I'll be
Like,
waiting.
Yeah.
yeah, like where is all the talking now? You want to talk and pull everybody else's dirt up.
Exactly.
But see, that's what happens. Like Wendy Williams
And like Monique and her son.
and Monique and her son. You worry
Her
about
son,
everybody else.
I
That whole
didn't
thing
I
was
didn't
just-
watch the interview with Monique, but I keep seeing her son on TikTok telling his story. And I'm just like, listen, I scroll because I ain't got time. I can't. I ain't
Well,
got time.
basically, what he's saying is, I don't even know what he's saying, but he's saying that she couldn't be bothered with raising him because she was so busy being Monique. And that's really what he wants to say. And then she lets her husband, I'm sorry, daddy, talk and respond to her son, which is part of the problem. And then he wants to point out the things they bought him and the things they've done for him. And he's like, that's my point. That's exactly the point I'm making. And then she gets on stage and puts her son, who is a full-grown adult, yes, with a child. She puts him in her comedian routine and picks at him and his mental health, which is not helpful if he has a mental health issue. So it's like, you want Tyler and Oprah and everybody to bow down and apologize for saying something about you, but you're actually talking about your child that you birthed. And he is hurt by what you're saying, and you keep doubling down. So you're not doing what you're asking people to do for you that owe you nothing. And actually, I think Tyler might have been right. You are difficult. If your son is having this much trouble getting you to just admit that he didn't get what he needed as a child, why are you so defensive? And why you have this man speaking on, he even so her, Monique's husband was her best friend most of her life. And so he was like an uncle to her children.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's her husband and she calls him daddy. So it's like an uncle daddy thing. And the son asked him if he could call him dad. And he said, no, I can't. You can't call me dad because I've been uncle. What is his name? Uncle.
What is his name?
Let's just call him Simon. I've been Uncle Simon all these years. I can't be daddy now. And he's like, if she can call you daddy and you've been, I mean,
right.
It's just so messy. It's giving
messy.
Wendy Williams, that manipulative control thing that she seems to have going on with these people on this show.
Yeah. Sydney. Lena says name Sydney.
That's his name.
Yeah, Sydney.
Sydney is very controlling. And I think that part of the problem with Monique is Sydney. Monique is a problem, but then Sydney is worse. He adds to the problem because he speaks for her.
He definitely speaks for her.
And Meredith says a lot of producers say she is hard to work with. I could see that.
Yeah.
And I don't think Tyler should apologize. Not for that. He needs to apologize for his hairlines in this movie, but not for saying that Monique is difficult, because Monique is clearly difficult.
She knows it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about Wendy Williams? I mean, she has a frontal lobe, some type of conditioning that's affecting her memory.
She has dementia. She has a form of dementia that's the same dementia that Bruce Willis has, and it affects the frontal lobe, which affects your speech. And I actually think it's quite sad. She's only 58 years old, 59 years old. I think after her husband and all that, that's when I think everything, and when her parents passed, I feel like she went downhill. I know she was messy and she talked about people, but it's just sad. It's sad to see her that way.
Oh, yeah.
I saw in one of the comments, somebody said when she had that episode on stage at her show, they think that she had a stroke that day, but who's to know, you know? But I don't know. I think it's sad.
Yeah,
I've
it
been
is.
watching the thing on Lifetime, which is on now. I have a screen
Yeah,
on.
the part 2 is on now.
Yeah, it was on
Yeah.
last night, and she's at the phase of dementia where you just blurt out rude things to people. And Wendy was already rude, so imagine
Right.
even ruder Wendy. You know,
Right.
you're sitting here talking, going, you really need to get liposuction. Like she said that to somebody.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or just you're so stupid. She'll just say that like to a nail tech. How bright the lady just put a nail polish on you. I mean,
Yeah.
how are you analyzing her intelligence through nail polish applications? But
Right.
she's got the lymphedema, so her feet look like elephant feet.
Respucia. Like
Yes.
Respucia. Yeah.
And then she's already shaped like a pea. And then she's not always in her wig. Then she's got the Graves' disease, so her eyes protrude.
Yeah.
There's just she's physically difficult to look at. It's just bad. I don't know why she's on television looking like this when she didn't have to be. And then
I think because she needs the money.
Oh yeah, they did pay her for this.
Money. Yeah.
She's got these people around her that are leeching off of her and letting her talk to them any kind of way because they're obviously being paid. This man is always Gucci down. I'm talking about the hat shirt or Chloe or Celine. I mean, he got the designer popping. But you work for somebody who can't access her money. And this is all you do 24 hours a day.
Wow.
But she can't access her money. Where are you getting all this from? So clearly he's being paid. And from this episode, it looks like the Guardian is off screen talking to them. So maybe they're being fired. I don't know. But Wendy,
I don't understand why her son isn't her guardian. Why her son isn't her
the court removed her son. This came out last night on the episode. The court removed her son, but redacted the documents so it wouldn't embarrass him. But they told it because he spent $100,000 on Uber Eats one year, $80,000 on his rent for his high-rise apartment in Miami while he was in college, and another $100,000 on private flights for her and him. So he was abusing her money. He was saying she lives a luxury lifestyle, and I was just doing the stuff that she would normally do. My birthday party that she threw for me when I turned 18 was $140,000. Okay, but that's your birthday party. I mean, that's crazy, but I can see how it can happen. Trust me.
I was trying not to say nothing.
I can see how that can happen, but that doesn't mean we getting ready to ball out on Uber Eats the next year.
Yeah. Wow.
And so they removed him because he was running through the money, and they removed her from her family's care and put her in the care of this complete stranger who hired these two people who, although they may be great people, they are obviously being paid to let her talk to them any kind of way, and not necessarily. She vapes all day on this. She stays with a vape in her mouth, and they keep finding empty bottles of vodka around the house. So Wendy is what I ended up wondering when I finished watching it was, okay, hear me out. Wendy is rude, mean, drunk, and high all the time on this thing.
Yeah.
And her nephew said when he was growing up living with her, she would come in from work, get her vape and a bottle of liquor, go in her room. They would not see her again until 5 o'clock the next morning when it was time to get ready to go to work. Okay.
Wow.
Did Kevin hold her together and get her on set and in one piece, but she was no kind of wife, and that's why he was out here with Boo Boo and having babies? Or did she fall apart because Kevin must have had a baby?
I think it was a mixture of Kevin having a baby and her parents passing.
Just her mother.
I mean, her mother.
But that's her mother passing.
I think that's a big part of it. It's just like Kanye when his mom passed. That's a big part of it.
Yeah. But it seems like until Kevin left, he would, because these people basically have to go in and say, wake up, wash your face. Why is this liquor bottle over here? Get up. It's 8 o'clock. Like, you have to drag her, and I'm like, well, that's not a wife, Kevin. So maybe I understand where Kevin is coming from a little bit.
Right.
Because I was like, how dare he leeching off of her and then be out here in these streets cheating too? And you work for her and she's out here holding it down. But now I'm like, okay, if this is what she was doing at home.
Right. Okay, so do we believe that this is now a time, something similar to this, that package that you offer, elder care bundle, the elder care package, that's something that could help. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that could have helped her. It's too late now, and that's why I try to get the word out before it's too late. While people are still of sound mind and body, if you want to make sure that you have control over your family members, instead of the court appointing John Doe, which is what has happened to William, and they take you from your family and they don't even know how to reach you and don't know where she is. You can get these power of attorneys and these documents that allow you to help them with their Medicaid, call on the phone, sitting on, you can be the one to sit on hold for 8 hours so that, they don't have to be inconvenienced with that. You can have input in their medical decisions when they go into the hospital, especially if they're not capable at the time or able to make their own decisions. And you have the right to their financial, transactions, so you can go in the bank and take care of things for them, which Kevin apparently had that much in place because he was definitely doing some banking. I offer this on easylegaldocuments.com, EASY legaldocuments.com, because I released it during Medicaid enrollment to make sure that people have the ability to help their loved ones. But it's something that people always need.
Right, for the elders and for the young adults.
Yes, for the young adults who are 18 and they're considered adults, even though they're children. You don't have access if they're in the military. You don't have access to any of their records. You probably still won't, depending. And if they're in college, you won't have access to the grades that you're paying for. You won't have access to the financial aid information. If it's been paid, if it's shown up, you won't have access to any of this information, and they don't do a good job of keeping up with that.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the remarks.
Sherelle did already. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool. I put it on YouTube.
Yeah, those are there. Oh, good. Thank you. Those are there, and those are there. I mean, they're at a price point that I just kind of wanted to. It's things I needed because my parents are older, and my children. My daughter turned 19, and so I needed both of these sets of documents. And so I was like, if I need this, other people need this. Let me just make a bundle available, and you can fill it out according to your state. I have each state requirements on there, so you can make it fit whatever state you're in, and use it as much as you want once you get it. I don't care. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm just trying to get information out.
I love it. Way to go. Way to go. All right. Last subject for tonight is Cam Newton, however you want to say it. Listen, I don't know what they was fighting. Okay, Cam Newton was fighting, y'all, at some outdoor event. Y'all, I think somebody was fighting trying to get that hat off his head.
Because the hat had dreads sticking out the top. And I'm like,
I was like, what?
They said he snuck somebody from the side.
What?
Yeah. All I saw was his hair. I was like,
yeah.
He looked like Coolio with a hat on.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if this was in Charlotte where he resides or where it was at some outdoor event. And I saw the black and yellow tent. And then I saw fights. And then the cameraman was doing his job. He had like he was getting paid for it. But I think it was on somebody's phone. But yeah, I don't know.
We gotta normalize not letting the people that make all the money be in one fighting dogs and fighting people. Where is the crew?
Yeah,
you got to keep the NFL player out the stuff. Fight for him. Let him keep his nose clean. People ain't.
Yeah.
People don't think.
Child. I don't know.
Did y'all see? Okay, off subject. Did y'all see where this young guy? He must be in college. The name and image likeness NIL, and he bought his mom a house, and he hasn't even made it to.
He ain't even played yet. He ain't even played. He's a freshman. He ain't even played. The freshmen go to school in December. They start college. So he's not even. Okay, Oscar's like, buy me a house.
Yeah, so he hasn't even played yet, but he's getting money because he's so good at what he's doing already.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I saw somebody was saying, I forget who, they were like, it might have been Dion. It was somebody in the sport, and their opinion was pay off, if mama is still in debt, pay off her debt before you buy a house for her.
Yeah,
pay off her debt and then she can buy a house.
Right.
Yeah. I love that they're doing that though. I think Oscar wanted to speak because his birthday was yesterday, so he just.
Happy birthday, Oscar!
Happy birthday, Oscar!
But I love that they're doing that. I love that these kids are being able to have some type of likeness to their name, and all these schools are not making money off their jersey numbers like they've been doing for years. Yeah. I've seen quite a few of them. Like some of the kids here like have something with Bojangles and stuff like that. So I love that for them. That's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I represent some students that are doing that, and I think it's really great. Because that money has been being made. It's just being made by the universities.
Right.
So it's now being able to be made by students, even down to the high school level. You just need good money managers. See what we can do when I don't have on a bonnet. You just need good money managers to make sure that they're not out here buying McLarens and Maseratis and don't even know what a place is to get new tires, or that the tires are going to be $2,000 each and stuff like
Right.
that.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's easy to buy a Mercedes. It's hard to maintain a Mercedes.
That part. That's what people don't understand. I'm like, you can buy it, but yeah, go get them tires. See how is that gonna be a mortgage?
I bought my first BMW. I was a full-grown adult. I was in law school. I had gotten my first royalty check from Key Sweat, and I went and bought a BMW, cash money, right?
Okay.
Like a fool. I had a car. My parents had given me a car. I gave them that Ford Escort back, and I went and bought a BMW, cash money. It was black on black. I named it Toby because it was black and it was not free. That was the name of my car. Toby. It was black and it's not free. Not cool to Toby. That's gonna settle on it's going off somebody's head, but they'll catch it in about an hour. And the first time I took Toby to get an oil change, and the oil change was $800, I traded that car in right then and there on the spot.
Exactly.
Because I said, well, how do I make the oil change not be $800? Now I'm a lawyer working, I have money, but I'm not paying this. This is not gonna happen. So you're telling me every time I need an oil change, it's $800. They were like, yes, ma'am. I said, okay, what do I do to not make that be the case? And they said, well, our new cars come with a 3-year full maintenance package. I bought another new car because it was used. I bought a new car to keep from paying for the $800 oil change, which is also stupid. Now, I'm smart. I have good sense, and I'm doing this. So I know these kids don't have any idea,
Oh, gosh. Yeah, they need some guidance.
I could just buy another car. And I bought a whole nother car to not pay for the oil change.
That is hilarious. That makes no sense.
None. And it gets even dumber. The car that I bought, I customized it, and they had to build it in Germany and ship it. So it took me 3 months to get it. But they didn't make me pay for the oil change because I had a trade pending. That was all I wanted.
That's so crazy. Listen. Don't you ever call me extra anymore. You hear me?
It was so stupid. So the car that I was trading, remember I bought it cash. So I'm, putting that trade-in value towards the new car. But then I came out of that with a car note because the new car cost more than the other car, and I had spent the check on the new. It was just dumb.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're in a position now so you can help, the young athletes now, think of those things. But that is hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you don't have your bonnet on tonight. So I agree. That was dumb.
Yeah. It was so dumb. And then I kept that car for 3 years. It had a 3-year free maintenance. Never mind that I paid like $40,000 more than I had value on the other car for this free maintenance, right?
Oh my God.
And this car note. But it was a 2-door. And so I kept it until I got married and was expecting Ashley. And I was like, I got to get rid of this car because I need a place to get the car seat in. So by then I had beat the car up so bad. The front lights were busted out.
Oh my God.
Because I also didn't take care of the car, and the car sat real low like the one I have now. But now I'm grown and I know how to act with a sports car. So I had been hitting stuff with the front end and bumping into stuff, busting out the lights. So I went to trade it at this Jaguar dealership, which was also a horrible idea. Jaguar.
Oh,
I've always had a problem with cars. And I knew that stuff was messed up. And so by then it was paid off. So I parked it so they couldn't see the light and traded it in real quick and left. And those people called me a couple of days later, like, you need to bring our car back. And I said, nope, that's not how this works. And they were like, you got us. Yep.
That is hilarious.
But as fate would have it, that Jaguar was trash. It was trash. It was trash. So they won. I mean, we got each other.
That is hilarious. Okay.
We get on this subject. Anyway, so I hope these children have people, because I just was doing stupid stuff. I think we all have to do stupid stuff at some point, but that was my stupid stuff. That Ford Escort is not running good. It might have still been running good if I kept it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that
My
is
parents
so.
gave it to my brother and he beat it to death.
Oh my
Because I
god.
would have gone back to that Ford Escort when that oil was $800 if it had been available. To be honest with you, I was like, I've gotten what I wanted out of this BMW. Really ain't really what it was cracked up to be. It didn't have all the features that the Ford Escort had.
Well, what kind of car did you have custom made and brought over here?
Another BMW, a BMW 325i Sport M package. It was silver. It was a silver with this white interior. It was a 2-door. It wasn't the convert. It's very much like the car I have now, but with a white interior, and it wasn't a convertible. It was like a little sports car.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, 325. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
What year was
this was 1990.
Oh gosh.
2000 maybe 1998, 9, somewhere around there.
The fact that you bought another car to keep from paying the oil, that's
because
just
people
hilarious.
said that they provide 3 years free maintenance with brand new cars. And so I'm like, okay, well, let me see your brand new cars. So they showed me their cars. I didn't want any of the brand new cars they had on the lot. Well, you can customize a car. Okay, let's do that.
Wow.
Great. You got me beat, sis. You got me beat.
Listen, if it's a bag, a shoe, or a car, I need supervision. Those 3 areas. I do very silly things when it comes to a bag and a shoe and a car.
Okay, Meredith.
I'm still stupid. I did the same stupid thing last June. I went and traded in a paid for Mercedes for a Range Rover, just because I wanted a Range Rover because they stole my other Range Rover.
What?
Yeah. We need to get you some therapists. Any therapists on the line, please? Yeah, we need to get.
I'll be your therapist.
Meredith says she just bought a new BMW.
Okay, guys, it runs in the family. We just buy new BMW.
Let's go, Meredith.
Yeah.
Only BMW I want is a black man working.
Because listen, on that show, like how unrealistic was that he didn't have a job and he was sitting there. Well, no, I'm not saying it's unrealistic because some people do.
Say that's realistic.
Yeah. That is realistic, but it was just like what? He was an anesthesiologist and now he can't get a job. Anyway,
I wanted to jump through the screen when he went and got back into bed when she said, I need to get dressed for work, though.
Yes, me too. I was like, no, you ain't.
You need to at least stand up till I leave.
Oh my gosh. Listen, y'all, we was talking about the NIL, the college kids and stuff. Do y'all know that content creation is really a big thing, that some colleges are thinking about making it a curriculum?
It needs to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how big it is getting ready. And they're saying now so many companies are going away from the standard, commercials and things, because people want to see the authentic people trying products and different things like TikTok and different things. Yeah. Wow. So watch out especially like your children. I taught my daughter today, especially if you have children that's into that, they can get a lot of money. They can make a lot of money by having a business, by editing people's stuff. Let them make the content, the kids edit it, and boom, because a lot of times people are not good with the editing piece. They can make a 7-figure business in no time. Because
I feel like that should be the new journalism school. I feel like J School should be teaching this now, journalism programs, instead of whatever they are teaching, because the jobs for people who are on camera, reporting live from the Super Bowl, that's like 5 jobs. But in content creation, and a lot of times people don't, when I say people, I'm talking about me, right? I have given away so much information and didn't realize I could have been monetizing that information.
Right. Yes.
Because I just didn't know.
Yeah.
It is. Now is the time to jump in. So y'all know I'll be on my grind. I be researching and I'm just like, what? Content? What?
Yeah, so they can teach kids that in college, so they go into it knowing
how to do it and all of that. So
and that is a thing. Yeah. I think it's a career. I mean, I think
it
is.
My
son is interested in film, but he's afraid to focus on that because he's like, the jobs are so sporadic and I don't want to be like a starving artist and I'm just gonna be a lawyer. I'm like, But if he could go to school and learn how to do something that's content, not traditional film.
Right.
Yeah, that would be gold.
That's where it's at right now.
Yeah. Wow.
That's where it's at. Marketing, branding, content, UGC, user generated content creator. That's big. Yeah, all of that behind the scenes editing and all of that. And a lot of these apps is third party apps and they're free. You just have to get on there and learn it. And man,
these have been jobs. I mean, I don't think it's a fad either. I think that it's a transition. No. Just like if somebody was the guy that made cassette tapes, you know, he didn't know that he was not going to have a job until he didn't. And that is not coming back. You know, the CD man, the people who, you know, sell blank CDs, those people, those jobs are not coming back. You know, once LimeWire hit, it was over.
It was over.
Yeah. So I don't think it's,
And they're saying now to just get on the wave, even with the AI. AI can do a lot. Artificial intelligence can do a lot. However, there's some things that they can't do the human thing. They can't get in front of the camera and do that human and persuasive thing. So now get into that part. And this is what the kids, they don't even need to go to college, be truthful. Get into that and understand like the call to action and the different things. Get in front of the camera. Use the AI to help with your script per se, and get in front of that camera or behind the scenes and put the pieces together, because that's where the wave is going.
Child, and please let your children audition for Tyler Perry, because I read an article where he said that he was getting ready to build an $800 million studio, another additional studio, but then he discovered there's some AI program that's going to allow him to be able to simulate the set. So we about to have bad wigs on the moon. If Tyler's gonna probably try to do it himself, it's gonna be glitching.
Right.
I am through.
Tyler, baby, you don't need AI.
Tyler Perry, at what point do you get help? I know you write everything, but like, you can't do everything.
You got enough money, just
like,
I don't even think you would need to pay people. I think people would volunteer or intern over there, Tyler. Just
I don't know.
Even Oprah got a staff.
Hello.
Maybe you have trust issues.
Well,
he shouldn't trust his plot twist. That was the dumbest plot twist I've ever.
Get your book. You already got your book. Do what you know how to do.
Tyler, do what you know how to do and don't do what you don't know how to do. That's the next book. That's my new book. Don't do what you don't know how to do.
That's how we're going to go out. Because listen, she is off the chain today. Please get your book by Jet Setter, known as Dorna Jenkins Taylor. Listen.
And while you're doing that, thank you, Sheila. Go watch the latest episode of the Sheila C. Hill Show, where I am the guest.
Yes.
It's a 3-part episode, and the first part has been dropped. And y'all think we get into it with these bonnets on. We didn't have our bonnets on. We really got deep. So, I would invite the Bonnet sisters to go watch it and see another side of us.
Most definitely.
SheilaCHill.com, SheilaCHillShow.com, right?
The Sheila C. Hill Show. THE.
What she said.
The SheilaCHillShow.com.
Yes.
Listen, it was 3 hours, guys. I mean, 3-hour interview. This is the longest interview I've done.
It was like Cat Williams on Shay Shay.
Yes, but it was so good. It was so good. And we talked about so many different things. So check out part 1. Part 2 is coming. Hopefully Tuesday it should be out. And then part 3 shortly after that. So definitely we talk about the book. We talk about her career. We talk about her family. We talk about quite a bit of stuff. So that was a really great pleasure to have you on the show. So I'm excited.
Y'all to be on there.
So what?
It was an honor to be asked to be on there.
Oh, well, thank you, babe. Thank you, sugar. All right. Well, we're gonna close on out. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Listen, y'all Bonnet sisters, we love y'all. Like for real. Yeah. We like be like excited to come and talk with you all and see y'all in the comments like on Sunday nights. You all are family. I just want y'all to know that this is not something that we do just out of obligation. We actually look forward to it.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, oh God, let me go in here and get on.
We look forward to it, and thanks to Bonnet Sister So Focus, who gives a lot of our material because she's a TikTok fanatic. A TikTok fanatic. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. One day we're gonna be on TV. So
I know, can't wait.
Y'all just say, hey, I knew them when they was on Facebook. So and YouTube. Okay. All right. Closing remarks. Let's start with Jet Setter because some focus never be on time.
I have mine this week. I got mine, but you go.
What?
Go ahead, Jet Setter.
And I don't. But
oh gosh.
No, I do. I'm in a season in my life where if there's something I want to do, I just do it. Coming out of a season of grief and then COVID and had the means to do stuff and it was nothing to do. Now all of it's aligned where I can do stuff and there's stuff to do. If there's something you want to do within, don't buy a BMW to avoid the oil change or anything. But if there's something that makes some sense that you want to do, just do it. So I go to see New Edition. I've seen New Edition, I don't know, 50 times. But I'm going to Vegas on Wednesday to see New Edition and their residency. I'm calling it Auntie Fest. It's going to be crawling with the aunties in Vegas. Yeah. I'm going to Vegas to see New Edition. So next Sunday, I'll have a report on how Bobby Brown is holding up. For you guys. Yeah, but yeah, just so, this is, I don't need to do this. I don't have to do this. I want to. And so I am. And
that's
so,
right.
Yeah, so that's the lesson. Do what you know how to do. Do what you want to do. Just live your life. You get one.
That part. Thank you for sharing it. That's good. I'm so glad that you're in that because you deserve it. You pay the price. You deserve it. It's like we all deserve it. Like live free. We done been through enough.
You haven't been through enough.
And stop letting things hinder us.
Don't let people, not that people even bother anymore to say, why are you doing that? Because they know better. It's not going to stop me. But don't let people, like so many people, even in this group I'm in on Facebook called Black Girls Solo Travel, and people like, I'm scared to go because my grandma said something going to happen to me. Baby, something can happen to you in Atlanta. You better go to Jamaica. When they put out those travel advisories, I was like, okay, and as if I'm safe here. Let me see if they got cheap flights to Jamaica and cheap flights to all the places they're saying not to go because it's dangerous.
Yeah,
exactly.
Be logical. Don't be out, walking with Gucci in the middle of, impoverished country or money flattering around or whatever. Make wise choices, but live your life and be careful and you'll be okay and pray.
Exactly. Give everybody a location.
And not everybody.
I mean, not everybody.
Your loved ones. No doubt.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Jet Setter. Bonnet Sister So Focus.
My words for the week is love yourself and everything else will fall in place. That's from the late, great Lucille Ball. And I probably will not be here Sunday because I am going to see Cat Williams in Charlotte. Okay, go girl. Dang, I need to see somebody.
You need to go see a concert.
I need to go. CeCe Winans is coming to town. I might go see her in March. I don't know. Okay, so I am an influencer for the place that she's going to, the Crown Coliseum. So maybe I'll get a gig, to represent that. But if not, we'll see. Okay, so my words, I will say, man, I think I'm a piggyback Jet Setter. Man, live life, just be happy. Like you're gonna be an experience for somebody, and then you're gonna aggravate somebody. So regardless, instead of going like a chameleon and changing depending on how people receive you, just keep shining brightly. Let your light shine. And if you're an experience, you're an experience. But if you get on their nerves, that's their problem. That ain't yours. Okay. Right. So just be happy, man. Like, and don't worry about people. We saw, people say this, people, and what? Just be happy.
That is so true. Can I confess that when I first met you, I found you to be an experience, a very dangerous experience. And as I got to know you, it's who you are, and it's fine. I love you, but I was like, will she sit down? Like, she not gonna sit down. And you know what? She don't have to sit down.
Yes, I had someone and they said they saw me and they went the opposite way. They said, I just can't take that happy-go-lucky right now. I just can't take it.
8 o'clock in the morning, and here she comes. It was like you can hear her, you can see her.
Yeah. One of my best friends told me that. She said, I couldn't stand you when I met you. She was like, oh my God. But yeah. But now here we are.
Yeah. It wasn't to the level of I can't stand it. It was just like, it's too early for all that energy.
I have all this energy. Listen, I had to learn how to guide it because when I was younger, like a kid, oh my God, I was 3 times worse, like 3 times. So now I was like, oh, but this is actually my gift to inspire people. And I didn't realize that this was actually a gift and not just my personality, but it was a gift to help inspire people too. So yeah. Bending experience is wonderful. It's a blessing and a curse, and sometimes, but still be yourself regardless.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone who someone who went to the Done Better Than Perfect conference told me I need to connect with Sheila.
Everybody knew Sheila by the time the first day was over.
That was so true.
In fact, on the ride down, Sheila was live broadcasting her travels.
She was Risa Tisa before Risa Tisa.
Yes.
And when I came through the door, people was like, there she is. Hey.
And this is when I was like, here go that damn lady. I know it's her. I ain't gonna even turn around. She was like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Hey. Now look at us now. Look at us now.
I'm making your point. Be yourself because they will adapt. Be yourself. They'll adapt. I adapted to who you are.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true. So true. So anywho, that's my word for this week. Listen, do you. There's nobody else that can be you. And listen, don't worry about those bills and kids and all that other stuff. Man, sometimes you just got to say, what? FDK?
FTK.
FDK.
I'm saying that. FTK. Bye.
Real sometimes you got to. All right, guys. Have a blessed week. Love, peace, hair grease. We didn't sing our song. Bonnet sisters. Go, Bonnet sisters. What? No.
Well, we didn't sing it because we don't know that.
Well, her bonnet. What's it?
The remix?
Come on in.
Bring a friend. It's Bonnet Confessions. Like Bonnet sisters, we gonna end. Y'all come on in, bring a friend. It's Bonnet Confessions. I don't know what Sister Hype is doing, but we about to have an intervention.
We need one.
We need in and don't bring no friend.
We need the gold writer, the lady that got the gold record on her thing to get us a song. Doggone it!
Overlook the platinum plaque. Don't downplay me.
I'm sorry. Hey! Oh! My bad. She got the platinum plaque. Oh my bad. Platinum record.
Oh my God.
Dee Dee.
Oh gosh. That is hilarious. Oh my
George
gosh.
said, look at Sheila now, all up in Dorna's house. Yes, calling out my stuff.
Yes, I am.
On tonight. She missed, that was a whole nother thing, y'all. She put my car on Facebook and I was like,
hey, people want to know. Listen, I have this thing going on. Like I say what people are thinking. So I'm sure people want to know what kind of car you drive, right? So as we're walking out, you're walking out. I'm like, hey, let's get my phone. Let's see what kind of car you riding. And then you talk about, oh, that's my weekend car. What? Oh, you got a weekend car, sis?
I told you that's the problem.
But one thing you did say, you said, I think you had the top down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you said, I was like, something going on. You said, the sky is not the limit, it's just the view.
That's right.
Yeah, and I held on to that. I use it sometimes, but I don't say you quoted it, so.
I probably didn't make it. I probably heard it.
What in the world?
Hey, what? They don't know.
Yeah.
Anywho, okay, guys, love, peace, hair grease. I could tell y'all more about her house too, because it's a museum, but I'm not tonight.
Let's not tomorrow either.
It's a museum, y'all. Okay. Anyway, she's got a lot of good stuff. All right. Love, peace, hair grease. Have a good night.